And welcome everybody. We are back with the match featuring our Seed 1 team, banned from 4DM, going up against the Seed 32 team. The grachtengordelse schavuiten. I cannot say that name, but I tried it. You're welcome. I am here as Dark Me 2. Joined with me is Nightcore. Welcome.
Welcome. An interesting match we're going to see today, as we are going to be seeing our Seed 1 face off against Seed 32, as he did say, banned from 4DM, versus, I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just going to call it in short, Grotch. Again.
Fair enough. Yeah, so this is probably going to be our most one-sided match, just based off of the qualifier seedings. I mean, Padraig and Codex and Clamadi are just the extremely good players. Honestly, you could make a case for none of them being allowed to be in the tournament, but hey, they're still playing, and this is more for fun. And we're going up against, well, arguably the weakest team, but still quite strong players. They are in the range, and they are still capable of pulling out some scores, I would imagine. So yeah.
Yeah, as he did say, it is going to be our strongest team fighting up against our weakest team. If I do remember correctly, I think some of the players in banned from 4DM have played in 4DM 4 and actually managed to take the victory from it as well. I don't really know much about the other team though, as much. But we'll just kind of have to see what they're really capable of. We might see some... Well, we might see them snag a couple of points from Band 4DM, maybe. As any team can really have potential. Qualifier seedings, just at the end of the day, they don't really mean everything, if you get me.
Yeah, that is true. We've seen a few upsets here and there over this tourney. I would like to point out one thing as well. Padraig and Clamadi are currently playing at a LAN because there's a LAN tournament going on right now. So yeah.
Honestly, that is a base decision. Really, at the end of the day, you know, you kind of gotta have your priorities straight. Yeah, you need to play for Dynascape and League Cup. Your first priority, really. It could be warm up for their Osu match later, if I do remember correctly.
Yeah, Kamadi will be playing today. He has matches today. Padraig unfortunately was knocked out already, but they still had a pretty good run. So yeah, they pulled out some pretty nice scores.
Yeah, it was, even at the end of the day, being a Mania LAN event, I think it's still... I still think it would still be pretty fun to attend it. Despite you don't really get that much stuff over in a couple of lesser popular countries, you know.
Yeah. The French Mania scene is quite active, especially for LANs. But getting back to this warm-up, we can see Padraig is really doing quite well on this. Team Blue struggling quite a bit more on this pick, as it is extremely difficult, by the way. I would like to point out those jump fills are really, really fast.
Yeah, 220 is not really a casual map to be playing, especially on a warm-up. Meanwhile, Banned from 4DM, they're a fairly bit more comfortable with it, although there are still no full combos in the map. It seemed that they were a lot more comfortable than Grotch over on the other side. So now we're going to get into our second warm-up. It's going to be Le Fish.
Of course, it has to be this. This is, yeah, quite fitting, I would say.
Yeah. It's a bit French with the liking, but, you know, respectable pick. So actually,
Yeah, I'm expecting Codex to just destroy this because, from what I know, this is LN.
We'll have to see. I do know a lot of French people who are very good at LN at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Actually, I do think on the stat sheet they've actually had some solid LN scores. Getting first place in both LNs and hybrid. They only missed out on Rice Free by Dynascape loves French people on Rice Free, but still second place is very solid, especially if you are getting other first place performances in the qualifiers. Especially with their 99.7 on LN1, which was the release pick if I do remember correctly myself. But we'll just have to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, LN was a coordination releasey pick. It's kind of hard to really qualify. I think it's just better to say it's a ballistic LN map because they have a very unique way of mapping, and honestly, every LN mapper and mappers in general have their own mapping style, and you can often feel that, like how it's reflected in the intricacies in the mapping. So yeah.
Yeah. Actually, before I even do say, do you have any predictions for this match? How do you think it's going to go? Do you think it's going to be a sweep? Do you think one teams are going to snag a couple of points as well?
I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be probably a sweep. Just Pyrash, Codex, and Calamity are just so strong, especially even on early rounds they have really, really good accuracies. So I don't see them missing or really choking any picks here.
Yeah, maybe. Especially on some of the more consistency picks as well. Getting an overall 99.9 on Rice 1.
Yeah.
As well. And there we go, that is the map done. And you were correct. It seems like Band for 40M are no joke to mess around with LN. Especially it's a very funny warm-up. So as we now finish the warm-ups, we can get into rolls. Which
nice.
No, oh my god, it's 69. So this looks like Grotch are gonna be winning the roll.
Yep. So we got something already. They got the advantage. However light that might be.
Honestly, I would probably, if I was Grotch, I would probably be maybe potentially protecting Rice 2, as it does seem like their strongest map. I mean, not Rice 2. Well, I know, the Rice seems to be their strongest map in qualifiers, which it was kind of... Oh no, they're going to actually be protecting LN3. Honestly, kind of an interesting protect, especially if you're going to be facing a powerhouse like Band from 40M. But, you know, it is fairly reasonable. Maybe they might be trying to catch him off with consistency. We don't know.
Yeah.
And it does look like Band for 40M is going to be protecting Rice 4. And they're heading into the bans, which if I was Gratch, I would probably be thinking of banning one of the LNs. No, they're going to be banning one of the Rice picks. Again, not a bad ban as well. Oh wait, no, hold on. That's the other team. Oopsie. Well, not a bad ban in general as well. But it does look like they are going to be protecting Rice, no, banning Rice too. Again, kind of an interesting ban. I was kind of thinking they would be going for an LN ban, but that leaves all the LN picks on the board.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Band for 40M is quite dominant on the LNs, but looking at their qualifier seedings for Grudge, they seem to have slightly higher seedings on the LN picks. So maybe they'll be more comfortable on them. I can't really tell. It's all quite hard to see when it's, especially when this pool is quite a bit easier than the qualifiers, especially on the right side of things. So yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So then we get into the picks. And if I'm thinking Gratch could probably potentially go into. Actually, I have no idea. It's kind of hard for me to tell. Oh, just look like they're gonna go jump right into the hybrid, which they are gonna be playing D with you, which is gonna be hybrid 2.
I swear this map has had like almost 100 pick, like 100% pick rate. A lot of people like this map from what I've been able to tell. So
Yep.
It's a good comfort pick to start off a match with.
Yep, definitely seems like it. It is going to be the more LM-oriented hybrid pick, which I could see them. I could see a potential pick from them. So there we go. The MP has been set off, and now, well, we're going to kick off into the match.
Yeah. And now we're jumping into this pick. Going through the intro, and only really Rice jump stream starting off this map, but Man from 40M having the advantage on the accuracy there.
Yep. It seems like most players were fairly comfortable with the intro, but the accuracy lead does shift towards Ban from 40M, as I did see a couple of grades dropping from Codemaster and Riley. Nothing too substantial yet, but Koidek's with a 99.89 right now. It was on 99.9.
Wow.
Yep. 40M4 experience, guys.
Yeah, and
So,
I mean,
yeah.
on the side of Grush, we're also doing quite well. I mean, we're both pulling their combos and having relatively high accuracies, honestly. Having above the 99 is really nothing to scoff at. It's quite an admirable performance from their part.
Yeah, especially with that lead right now. Still 4 full combos on the board, heading to the backhand of the map, but the accuracy on Ban from 40M is just extremely high right now, with a double 99.8. Grotch do need to find a way to catch back up. Maybe they could find a miss in Ban from 40M near the backhand of the map, but is it going to be likely though? No, it is not, as Codemaster does find the first drop of the map, unfortunately. That's only going to make the score difference wider between both sides. And judging by the length of the map, I don't know if there's going to be enough time for the rest of it. As we do kind of get into kind of more of a release-oriented side, it seems most players are fairly comfortable with it. But as we now approach the outro of the map, it might look like Ban for 40M are going to be snagging this breakpoint from Grotch.
Yeah, and Ban from 40M will take this first breakpoint with almost 2 SSs. Basically the same ratio on their part. That is really impressive how in sync they are. Good job to them, and really good scores for Grotch as well. Like getting an FC with 99.2 accuracy and like also 99.2 for Kyoto Master is really impressive. Not a bad score at all.
Yeah, overall very solid scores from both teams. Very good performance as well put up by everyone. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, there's always just going to be one team that's going to be winning. But, you know, that's how tournaments go, I guess. So now we're going to be heading into the next pick, which is going to be Hybrid 1. Jumping both right into the hybrids, which is going to be YYZ. Fairly awkward map, but I think it is more the Rice-oriented hybrid pick.
Yeah, I can for sure agree with that. It has quite a lot of odd snappings with some interesting graces and like speed changes. It feels almost feels like. So yeah, it's definitely quite difficult on the right side and technical especially. So yeah, we'll see how they're able to handle those. That is very... Huh, that was some interesting hit sounds at the start.
Extremely. It reminds me when I just mash at the start of every map, just cause why not?
Yeah. Just symbol mashing.
Yep. Nothing can really be said from the intro. I didn't think Riley did drop a great there, but again, we're only at the start of the map, and especially at 3 minutes 21 seconds, there is some room for error. But again, with the consistency from banned from 40M, it might just be considered a lesser factor for room for error though. But here we go. Kicking into the start of the map. Accuracy lead does favor banned from 40M right now with double 99.8. Master trying to catch back up to it right now with the 99.5. Riley falling a small bit behind as well with the 99.2. Dropping a couple of greats on the flams and mini jacks. But again, we're really only at we're at the front hand of the map. Nothing too special yet. And just as I do say that, Riley is going to unfortunately find a drop there, which isn't really good to drop at this point in the map. Finding a couple more grades, falling under to 99, falling underneath 99. Score gap widens again towards banned from 40M. Yeah,
40M are going to run away with this if they are able to hold their combos and accuracies. I mean, the 30,000 point score lead there is really hard to come back from, especially halfway into the map. On such a long map, it's exponentially harder to come back from such a score gap. And with their performance and ease on these types of maps, it's going to be very difficult for Gretsch to come back from this.
Yeah. Where's a conically loud noise? The soul there is a conically loud noise in this. But here we go. Approaching to final quarter of the map. Score gap seems to be fairly larger. Oh, there it is.
Okay,
oh!
Yeah. Nice. We were warned this might happen. I was not expecting it a second time. Just...
Oh, third time's the charm. I wonder if anyone's missed on that.
You know, that'd be hilarious. You just have Vine Boon sound effect on a miss.
Oh, speaking of miss.
That's unfortunate. I'll chalk that up to taxes.
Miss or not, I don't think that was going to make any substantial difference. Just because the accuracy from 40M is just too great right now. And that is both full combos from Gracht gone, as Master does find a drop at the outro. Significant, finding the lead back to 40M, giving them their second point. Well, Patrick's with the MVP, getting that 99 free. Codex getting the V1 double S, but the ratio from Patrick's is greater. Still solid scores overall from all players. But however, at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough for Gracht to keep up with banned from 40M in this map.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at their scores and their misses and spreads on like their accuracy for Gracht, you can see that they're comfortable on the maps and they're able to play them quite well. And so this is definitely in their range, and they're playing these maps really well, honestly, especially when you don't expect the 30-second seat to be able to handle such like these maps with such ease.
Yep. So it is going to be Gracht's next pick. They will need to pick wisely here, and I think they actually are going to be using their timeout because one of the players need to go MP.
Yeah, bathroom break is it's important, guys. Don't forget about it. As well as hydration.
Yep.
Hydration check, anyone?
Yo, for real. Actually, don't check. Now, if I was Gracht, I could potentially be going into their protect, which was LN3 if I do remember correctly. But again, LN3 was kind of well, in my opinion, I don't know. I actually have no idea. They could pick LN3, honestly, for their protect. Because if there's any time to get your protect out, it would most likely be now. As
Yeah.
this may be the potential last pick for Grach. So you might as well get out the way, basically.
Yeah, I mean, on principle, since they are backed up in a corner where this could be their last pick, picking your protect here would be the normal or logical decision. And LN3 being a consistency LN pick that tests, well, your consistency and overall fundamentals of LNs is important. So, and would maybe allow them to get a break point, but we would have to see how they perform.
Yep. You did say it. It's very important. What else can we talk about? Okay, let's actually talk about where these teams were going if they managed for the outcome of the match. The winner of this match will be facing Seed 16 next week, which is going to be Ballers. After they got a there it is.
And it's back. Hold on.
Oh, what?
Come back.
Yo, let's go.
Was there another one?
Yeah, there's another one.
Oh, okay. There it is.
And it does look like they're going to be getting into their protect, which is going to be LN3.
Yeah, so as we said, then we're gonna pick their protect since this could potentially be their last pick. So might as well get it out of the way and see if they can get something out of it. 3 minutes 52. Yeah, that's a long pick.
It is longer than the tiebreaker as well. So consistency is going to be key for this. There is some room for error as it is only 6.4, but you still have to keep your A game on top of all times as well. So again, as I was saying before the Vine Boom, when I said Ballers, the winner of this match will actually be facing Ballers next week after the Ballers did manage to get a clean sweep against Aquax Ruby Enjoyers. And then the loser will be going on to face Aquax Ruby Enjoyers in the losers bracket. So again, whatever team loses, it's not over for them yet, as they still need to face on next week. But after then, if you're gone, well, you're gone. Here we go. Riley, unfortunately, dropping the early game grade. Nothing too substantial yet, but it does kind of shift the accuracy lead again towards Ban from 40M.
Yeah, Kudo Master actually holding some really impressive accuracy on this. We'll have to see if they're able to hold out through this entire song, as it's a long journey, man. Gotta hold on, but yeah.
Oh, just so I say that, kind of Master does drop a few grades there. You still gotta be careful on those releases, although it's only OD 6.4. But again, both players banned from 40M holding that comfortable 99.7% right now. Kinda a bit falling behind on Garage right now, but nothing too substantial yet, as Kind of Master is climbing back up the accuracy ladder. Rally is well, slightly lower accuracy, which is 99.3 right now.
Yeah, I mean, with this song, it's not too intense at any moment. It's just gotta keep holding on and hold your accuracy, hold your combo, and hold your mantle, honestly. You can definitely lose concentration on this. It's quite low in general, but you can definitely get tripped up if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, it's a fairly heavy map length. Again, almost clocking into 4 minutes. And we do get into a lighter section, as we do see there is a 10k point lead. Team Ban 40M. Still all players holding onto that full combo though, which is still fairly good for everyone. But the accuracy is just much higher on Banff 40M, as they're definitely a lot more consistent with maintaining their PA, especially with these releases as well, that are actually catching out Grotch kind of a bit, as both players are finding a couple of greats in, especially Master dropping that double great there as well.
Yeah, I mean, greats will come around on this if you have some trouble on releases and whatever. The OD at 6.4 does help, but it's not the easiest thing in the world to hit it. And we come to the break section where the players can now see how they're doing. 22k score lead purely based on accuracy. That is really hard to catch up on, and they only have a quarter of a map left. Looking kind of hard for Grudge to come back from this.
Yep. At this point, I don't really know if the combo break from Banff 40M is going to make that much of a difference, especially this late in the map, as both 99.8 on Banff 40M. Yeah, I don't think there's any time to catch up really for Grotch, unfortunately, at this point. But again, still 4 full combos on the board, which is still fairly impressive from all players. But again, there's still only going to be one winner for this, which is going to most likely be Banff 40M, as we do get to this outro with those triple jacks. And there we go. It is now going to be another breakpoint from Banff 40M, and it's going to be match point as well.
Right, and we get a 4-way FC. Good job to everyone for that. That's quite well done on a 4-minute long map. It's quite easy to just mess up somewhere during this entire map. So yeah, good job to them. Not bad accuracies on the side of Grudge. So yeah, they performed admirably.
Yep, they're actually putting up a very good performance for 32nd for complete bottom seed. And it does look like they are going to be picking Rice 4 for this. They're going to go into their Protect last.
Yep.
Which Grotch are definitely going to have to be on top of their A game if they want to have a fighting chance against Banff 40M.
Yeah, this is going to be very hard for them to compete on compared to Banff 40M, where they have quite the, I guess, proficient skill set in Rice, and especially technical Rice picks compared to Grudge, where they seem to struggle quite a bit more on the Rice picks on during the qualifiers.
Yeah, so we're just really gonna have to see how this goes. You know, still gonna be on top of your A game. I do think Banff 40M can easily capitalize off this Protect after, well, judging by the qualified performances and kind of the warm-up performance as well, as this is probably going to be our first proper physical map we're going to be seeing in this match. Potentially the last as well if Banff 40M does snag the victory. Primal Chaos, actually, did Primal Chaos get subbed in, or am I just...
Yeah, they did. I think so.
Yeah, it does look like they have been subbed in for... I actually forgot myself.
Let me see. It was Rayleigh, yeah.
Yep.
So Rayleigh was subbed in by Promo Chose. Let's see how they do on this Rice pick. And we see Koidix missing, which could give an opportunity for Gretsch to take this point from them. But the accuracies are just so high on the Banff 40M side. While we see Grudge having trouble even holding a 99 on this, we're clearly having trouble on this, and the OD being at 8.5 does not help them whatsoever.
Yep. It does look like Codex is almost back up to the max combo count. Making that miss just kind of more of a minor inconvenience for them, really. Still holding on to that 9.7, and Patrick's onto that 99.8 as well. Both players on Grotch kind of struggling a bit as they're only just about on the 99 mark. And as the outro just, and if we get to the outro, I do think that is going to be the final nail in the coffin for Grotch, making this a clean sweep for ban from 40M. GG's to everyone though. Still near 4-way FC again. Codex almost getting that double-digit perfect count as well.
Yeah. Nice ratio on their part, and good job to the FCs on Grouch, even though they were struggling a bit on the accuracies on this. This map is not easy, and the OD does not help. So, good job to them, and good job to Ben from 4DM for winning their match.
Yep, good job to all the players. Very good performance from both teams. Especially with Grouch as well. Overall putting a very solid performance for 32nd. No, not 42nd, 32nd seed as well. So it does look like Band for 40M are going to be punching their way into winners bracket round of 16. Meanwhile, it is not over yet for Grotch, as they do have losers bracket where they will be facing Aqua X Ruby Enjoyers for next week as well.
Yep.
So still have a fighting chance, but after that, oh, there's no second chance. Sorry. So in our next match, it does look like we are going to be. It is going to be at half 2. No, half 3. Daylight savings. Wait, is it? I don't know. Daylight savings time is killing me. It's going to be super.
Yeah.
It is going to be super funny kind team versus Public Enemy number 39. Stay tuned for that. It is going to be. Let me quickly check how they did. It's going to be C13 versus C20. So stay tuned for that, really.
Yep. And we're gonna say goodbye now, and thank you for tuning in to this match. And see you soon. Bye-bye.
Yep. Take care.
Let's go to see the stars and the moon. I'd fly far into space as long as I am with you. The light in my bright eyes when you're near. The